Oh, that sucks. I can't paint it. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. What's going on? I'm just trying to tune up a A-class car here, a Subaru Impreza. Needed to make a more competitive car for the A-Class. I'm going by some notes somebody else made. Toe is 0.1, 0.1, caster 5.1, okay. 6.5, 20 in the rear. That's crazy. This might be a bit of a train wreck though. I'm putting in a setup to this car that was not designed for this car, but it was designed for another all-wheel drive car, so I'm hoping the all-wheel drive aspect plays some role in it. Dampening 4.3. It's 3.6 rear. Rebound 5.6. Four, 6. Man, this could be really bad. I don't know how this car is going to react to this stuff. Braking, 50% balance, 60% pressure. The setup's coming off a Dodge Stealth and I'm putting it on a Subaru. Just don't tell anybody. Let's see, e-brake. What does it say about e-brake? 2134. Okay, diff. Zero percent. Okay, rear. 60. 10% decel in the rear. Wow. And then 45 on torque. Okay, let's save it. So we're gonna call this what options do I get for test drive? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I can pick my track, even better. Road Atlantis is my favorite track to test drive anything. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Let me try that again. Not sure that's what I'm looking for. It's definitely got speed, that's for sure. Doesn't turn very well, I'm seeing. No, that might just be the car. Yeah, it just does not turn very well. Alright, let me think about this. Maybe sway bars. Let's see what it does under braking. It doesn't stop very well either. I'm trying to use the same braking markers that I've done. Damn, I was really hoping that would be a plug-and-play transfer, but clearly not the case. It does not stop well at all. Oh, it's disappointing. Okay. So what other options do I have? So if I go back, can I load the default setup, I hope? I have no idea what it was. Okay, defaults. You want to set all car sliders to default? Yes, I do. Okay. Accept. I want to drive this car before any of the changes were made to make sure. Am I making it worse, or is that just the car? Should have done that to start with, actually. Obviously, I'm carrying less speed than before, so the car's probably going to feel like it turns better. Let's see if it stops better. Yeah, it stops much better. Okay. So I made the car worse. Well, again, I'm carrying more speed, so... Okay. This might not be a good candidate. I want something all-wheel drive. Okay, so maybe the Lancia, or the Lancer, sorry, the Lancer Evolution might be a good fit. What do I need to do to professional medium powered open adventure series? Maybe I need to get off of the all-wheel drive bandwagon. Or maybe I need to take that Dodge Stealth and buy another one and just pimp it out to an A class. I'll try that first before I do anything else. Is it a Dodge Stealth? Am I thinking of the right car? Yeah, I am. Okay. Okay, I think there's only one Stealth in here. There it is. Okay, it's... No, sorry. B class. I want to keep the other one as a B class. I don't want to upgrade it. Okay, so I want to load the same setup. Set tuning values for the parts you do have installed. No. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, let me add the parts to this car that I need. Oh, wait a minute. That means this... That means this car has better parts than the other one. Okay, then let's go back and modify the upgrades. We're gonna downgrade this car first. Okay. Modify engine and exhaust. Okay. Modify fuel and ignition. And that is it as far as this is concerned. So we go. Let's see. Forza. All of these add downforce. What else we got? Side skirts. What was the rear wing? I'm not putting those on my car. Wow, that really hurts the speed of the car. let's see. Roll cage. Now there's weight reduction on here. Club sport weight reduction. Why does that put it at an A4? Should not be an A4. Fly rated tires. Oh, I see what I did wrong. There we go. Now it's a B1. Okay. Now I should be able to load this setup. What am I lacking? This should be pretty solid. This thing rotates so much better than those other cars. That was not the car's fault, that was my fault. Braking point. I'll back that up about 100 feet or so. .107.8, I think, was the best I had there. get an off track there, but I didn't. Get back on there. So 104.9 basically is my best so far. Yo, yo. What's going on, man?
Just, you know,
So guess what I'm doing?
what?
I took your Dodge Stealth as a B class and dumped the setup in it. And now I'm working on upgrading it to an A class and seeing how far I can get without killing the car, but making it an A class competitor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to tell me you've already tried that and it didn't work. Or did you ever try that?
I've meant to make an A-class build for that car, but I never actually got around to it.
Okay, good. So I'm not wasting my time then. I was afraid you were going to tell me, I already tried that. It doesn't work. You know, I was like, okay. I tried to dump this setup into a Subaru WRX, and it did not work at all. But to be fair, the Subaru pushes like a dump truck, anyways. So this Dodge Stealth rotates so good. It's very comfortable to drive. But the Subaru, even before I tuned it, it's got too much of a push in it. Like it doesn't rotate well. I just cannot drive a car that doesn't rotate. I mean, I can, but I'm not gonna do very well. I'm sure I could have kept tooling around with the setup to get it to rotate, but I'm just not gonna spend that much time right now doing that. So I'm gonna try this and see what happens. missed that corner. Damn it. All right, the best lap I ran was a 104.9. So I'm going to get out of here and start making some changes to the setup and see what I can do. Well, not the setup, but I'm going to start upgrading it to an 8. Right now it's a B1. As soon as I make one single upgrade, it's going to bounce to an A something. Do you think if I just upgrade this to from a B1 to an A1 and don't change much about the setup, what would you expect to happen? Like, do you think it's directly transferable?
Probably. I actually messed with the car in that 400 horsepower career series,
Uh-huh.
and I went all the way and did the power and the handling. That I want to say I took it up to either S4 or S3, so not too much higher than A1, and it was still drivable.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Sweet. All right, I'll be back in 1 second. All right. I think where I'm gonna see, what should I do here? What to do? So is it? I noticed that like when you made all the upgrades to the stealth, you left the turbo stock. Is there any particular reason for that, or it's just the way it worked out?
It's just the way it worked out.
Okay. I'm gonna try to kind of go up moderately across the board. Not be too crazy aggressive. I think the big thing I want to get is the slick tires. Let's see, I don't think I need to do anything else to the body. That's pretty straightforward. These are tapped out except for the tires. Actually, it didn't take a whole lot of stuff to get it to A1, to be fair. All right, let's just see what happens. Okay, that pushes to an S class. Okay, the exhaust does not. Interesting. Okay. I already did the turbo, and I already did the intercooler. I think I've got everything, unless I can do something with, nope, weight reduction I can't do. I don't think I can make any more upgrades without kicking it to S class. Yep, okay. Let's go back. It was 104.9 is what I ran. Oh shit, I didn't want to go to Silverstone. I never want to go to Silverstone, in person or in the game. Actually, maybe going in person wouldn't be too bad, but that is not a good way for me to tell how the car is performing because I'm so bad at the track. Let's see here. Uh-oh, I messed up. Ah. Oh, that's cute. I think the thing is, it's like I've got more power, a lot more power now, but I don't have any better brakes because I was already maxed out on brakes and suspension. So I'm actually gonna have to brake sooner than I normally would. That's gonna take a few laps to get acclimated to. Holy smokes. Wow. Okay, so I went from a 108 to a 101. So I can get under the 1 second mark for sure.
And what track were you testing?
Road Atlanta short. What kind of lap times you running here in your A-class car? Any idea? Sort of going having to look it
I'm
up.
just about to find out.
Okay. It's got to be in the 50s. Somewhere in the 50s would be my guess. Hopefully it's not the 40s. I don't know. Maybe I can't get in the 50s with this thing. Damn, I got my right rear in the grass. All it took. Tell you what though, I'm having to manhandle it. I mean, like, really throw the car around to get the most speed out of it. Yeah, I think the best I can get to like a 101, maybe a 1 flat. I'm really, really lucky. That was a 101.4. That's the best I've done so far.
.708.
Okay, I'm not that far away then. That's your best lap ever?
That's a lap I just pulled off.
Oh, 59.708. What car is that in?
A-class stealth.
Oh. So, what did you like? Are you doing what I'm doing? Did you just dump the same setup as your B class and just go with upgrades, or what did you do?
That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I'd be lucky if I could get to a minute flat and change. That was a 101.2. All right, so when you get to the top of the hill, are you taking the off track? I mean, what's because that's the spot where you could take the off track and gain an advantage, right? Clearly. Or are you staying
I
within
kiss
track?
the curves, but I stay on the track.
But I mean, so you're not getting any penalty time, basically, right?
Right.
Okay, okay. I think the car drives fine. I think it's just got that much power, you know. Let me go double check and see if I have the what do you call it? The traction control on or off. Do you have traction control on or off? That's a good question, actually.
It's on. I'm actually curious what I would do with it off.
Let me see where I've got mine. Ooh, I've got traction. I've got traction off. I'm gonna turn it on. And I'm gonna do it again. And I ran a 101, what'd I say? A 101.2 is my best lap. I mean, all I know is going from a B class to an A class, I went from a 108 to a 101. So I picked up 7 seconds. And that's a lot in a short track like Road Atlanta Short. Oh wow, that was cheap. I definitely blew the. I took the off track up at the top of the hill, so this lap's kind of invalid in my opinion. Okay, so if you run a lap like I am right now, I'm hot lapping, and I have penalty time. When it posts to the scoreboard, does it post my time even though I have a penalty, or does the penalty get deducted?
It'll post to the leaderboard. It'll be the time that you actually took around the track plus the penalty time.
So the penalty's baked into your official time.
Yeah, so if it takes you a minute and 1 second to get around the lap, but you had a fifth of a second of penalty time, your time on the leaderboard will be 101.2.
Okay, that's good. That means that people can't just straight up cheat, and there's no consequences for it, right? That's good. Were you able to do better than that 59.7, or that was it?
I've gone back and where I went back to the menu and turned traction control off, so now I'm going again.
Okay. Wow. You think it's hard to get air at this track, but it's not.
59.689, and that lap had issues.
And that was with traction off, right?
Right.
.1019. Yeah, I'd be lucky to get a flat. I mean, I know it's out here. It's just crap. The car feels a little bit more stable, obviously, with the traction on. So, and from what you just did, you only gained like 2/10. So maybe for you, that's probably worth it because of your skill level. But for me, that added traction control is super beneficial. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay, I know what's going on. One of these, maybe it's not in professional. Where is it? Engine. Whatever it was, I only had one race left. Oh, maybe it is in the championship series. Maybe I completed it. I just don't remember it. No, that's D class. Okay, I don't know where that class is. All right, the endurance races. Oh, interesting. So, if all right, this race is 35 laps long, and I remember reading that your tires and/or fuel will last about 35 laps. So, what gives? What's reality?
Can't remember the last time I did the endurance races in Forza 1. I know in Forza 2, the faster the cars get, the shorter the lifespan of the tires and fuel gets. So in D class, you might be able to get pretty close to the race, if not the whole thing, without fueling. In the higher classes, you do have to fuel in some cases more than once.
Hmm. I got a bad feeling about this. Like these guys, if one of them gets by me, they're just gonna drive away from me. So, how do you know how much fuel you have left? Be short of the fuel light coming on. Is that it?
There's a little gauge next to your gear number.
Okay, okay, okay. I see it. And when it gets down to E, like I guess my thing was I wouldn't want to pit unless I absolutely had to. I guess I'll just try to just kind of keep an eye on it, see how it does throughout the race. See, it's 35 laps, so by basically lap 18, if it shows a half a tank, then I should be good. What's going on, House? How you doing, man? Yeah, that guy's just driving away from you, man. There's no way. I just got passed by a Merc. Yeah, well, the only other wings I had to choose from were like some of those ridiculous wings that are staying 3 feet off the top of the car. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Sorry. I don't care if it does add performance. I'm not driving it. As Jeremy Clarkson said, looking good is more important than looking where you're going. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and predict this race. Like I'm gonna slowly but surely get consumed by the field and be relegated down to like 6th place maybe. Oh, that guy's missing a rear window. He's already been in an accident of some sort. And he just brake checked me. Oh, the guy behind me's cars look horrible. How was your day, House? Oh, he's getting draft off me, which is what I don't like. Manual tire changer. I got you. Wow. Oh yeah. I guess you get once you do it a couple times, you start figuring out the fast way to do it, right? So yeah. Yeah, we don't get too much into changing into snow tires here. I'm in Virginia, so it's not. You can make an argument for it, but there's not enough of it to justify it. But I definitely can see up north where that makes a whole lot of sense. I don't worry too much about it. If we get a lot of snow, I just get on the tractor. I don't need any. I don't need any special tires on the tractor. It comes pre-equipped. That was not a good corner. Oh wow, where are you at? Remind me if you already told me. Sorry, you must be farther up north for sure. Yeah, okay, got it. Definitely farther up north. That's right, because you were talking about yesterday going to Toronto for open wheel racing event. Yeah, now I remember that. All right, Nathaniel, I'm on lap 11. And I'm sitting in fourth place. The three guys in front of me just have vanished. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on my fuel gauge. Nice. I'd really like to break the toe. Man, he's just right there. Ooh, screwed up that corner. "15 minutes down the road, had almost a foot. Holy crap! That's a lot of snow already. It's been in the 60s over here this week. I mean, it's you know, it doesn't stay in the 60s, but it's tapping out in the 60s, and we've had a bit of rain. Nowhere close to having snow for sure. So Nathaniel, I'm assuming another way to understand the fuel situation is I'm in fourth place, right? So I can watch the guys on the map in front of me. If they come down pit road with like 1 to go, then either somehow I'm getting better fuel economy or I should be pitting too, right?
Probably.
Like if you're leading, you don't get that luxury, but that's the price you pay for leading. Oh, I was just House. I was just saying that it's been in the 60s here. You know, at the peak of the day, maybe high 40s, low 50s at night. Yeah, we're nowhere near getting snow at this point yet, but it'll come. It's just natural that we're farther down the grid, and so it's going to take a little bit more time. Oh, he just got by me before the colder weather really hits us hard. I still got more than a half a tank. I'm on lap 15. '49. Yeah, all of a sudden, like 50 degrees is a good day, right? For sure. Yeah, good to see you got on Discord yesterday, man. So we're officially gonna get together on tomorrow to play the Forza. So I don't know if that's gonna work out for you. I know that you tend to work on weekends. I don't know if this was a on or off weekend, or which 12-hour shift you had to work this weekend. If I recall, you were talking about that. Yeah, I figured you'd be working. That's unfortunate, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Gotta keep the lights on, literally. Now that you're in the Discord, you might. There's a couple guys you can ask about that actually. So I'll PM you on the Discord once I'm off of here, and see if there's not somebody on there that can help you through that. These apparently, I mean, from what my experience has been so far, these guys are just got Xbox green running through their veins, so they know the stuff inside and out. Which I do not. Oh yeah, yeah. You can't turn that down for sure. All right, so I'm past the halfway mark, and my gas gauge is still. Oh no no no! My gas gauge is still above half tank. So Nathaniel, I'm going to make a bold assumption that I don't need to pit in this race. And if I run out of gas, then I'll know my gas gauge is lying. Make him go the long way around. Oh, almost bend it right there. I was trying to change the diagnostics menu on the car. Okay, so this thing shows me. So Nathaniel, the front tires are yellow, which okay, I'll buy that for $1. But it shows the engine is yellow. What the heck is that all about?
So I've been hot lapping for a while, so I haven't paid too much attention to the race.
Oh
You've
no,
been
you're
hitting the
fine. I'm
rev
just
limiter a lot.
well, I'm on automatic transmission, so I shouldn't be.
Oh well. If you're on manual, one thing you don't want to do is hit the rev limiter a lot, because if you're on simulation damage, that'll damage the engine.
Okay. So is there any other reason why your engine would be showing as yellow?
Have the other cars been bumping into the front of you a lot?
They've run into the back of my car 3 or 4 times. But I haven't rear-ended anybody yet in this race. I don't think so. Might have.
Hang on, are you on simulation damage?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I am.
At the start of the race, were you holding the trigger down during the countdown?
I hold it down so the RPM is around 4 grand.
Okay, so you weren't just letting it bounce off the top?
No. I might have been though. I mean, I usually go 4 grand, but I might have hit the rev limiter. So you're saying basically at some point it's the likelihood that I've used a rev limiter, and that's why it's yellow. Maybe it's been yellow since I started the race. I just now looked at it.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, it's the first time I ran a long race, so I think next time I'll have that turned on from the very beginning to see what it does. I can kind of see what causes it to go yellow. I mean, some games it's just for kicks, right? Because Monaco, is it Formula Grand Prix 1 and 2 on the the not Super Nintendo, but in 64, it'll tell you have like your tires are in bad shape, which they feel like they're in bad shape, but it also tell you have engine problems, but nothing ever happens, you know? Like, so I think some games it's more like for show. It doesn't really do anything as far as gameplay is concerned. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna come to another position here. Unless I can squeeze up the inside. Nope.
Just got a 59.476, and that lap was a bit sloppy.
59.7. Is that what you said?
59.476.
Oh, 59.4. And was that TC on or off?
Off.
Hmm. Yeah, I can't touch that time. I rode Atlanta short. Probably no any track actually, to be fair. Now my front tires are red. I mean, I'm asking a lot of the front tires. I'm not going to debate that. But you said the tires will continue to change colors based upon the heat that's in the tires, right? Oh, if I heard you right.
On that map, the color is determined by the wear.
Let me see if I'm on the
The other
right
map
one.
is where you see the temperature.
Okay, that's the wear one, right?
Right.
Okay, okay. Because I see like just the inside of the tires showing a little bit of yellow. I mean, I don't even know if I'm really seeing that or not, or I just am imagining it, but looks like it's showing a little bit of yellow. Okay, now I've officially ran into the back of somebody. Oops, that's what I get for looking in my mirror. Oh, no way. So those guys did pit. Because I'm in third place right now. I did not see that. They had to have pit. That's the only way I'm in third. I wasn't second until that guy in front of me passed me. I'm glad I'm recording this so I can go back and figure it out later. So now what I don't know is if if somebody behind me is for position, or if they're trying to work on getting their lap back. I don't know which. There's a whole band of cars behind me. Let's see. I've got less than a quarter tank. Oh, I don't know that I'm going to make it. I think my gauge is full of crap. Because I'm only on lap 26. And I'm well past a quarter tank. I got like an eighth of tank left. Where's my crew chief at? I need somebody in the pits to tell me what the hell to do.
There's Doc Hudson when you need him.
All right, and when you're, I'm assuming, do you get a fuel light when you get super low?
I don't know if I ever let myself get low enough to find out.
Well, today might be the day. Because I don't feel like pitting, but my fuel gauge says otherwise. Oh man, this is gonna get sketchy.
If only you could make your driver get out and push the car the rest of the way.
Well, I'd have to. Okay, so that was for position. I just got passed for 4th place by Supra. I might have a chance to get it back, actually. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I can definitely see a yellow bars on my front left tire and my front right tire. Well, considering I was running 7th before pit stop started, if I could... Oh, too late on the brakes, too late on the brakes. All right, we're on lap 30 now, and my gas gauge not looking very friendly. Missed the apex on that corner. Of course, my front tires aren't working as good as they were at the beginning of the race. It's already on the E. I mean, like, showing that the tank is empty. No fuel light, no nothing. Nobody yelling in my ear, hey moron, come to pit road, you're out of gas, nothing. I wonder if it'll start sputtering or it just... You know, some racing games, if you run out of gas, they just automatically say, game over. It's like, what? What do you mean? Like, I can't get towed, nothing. Like, we might find out today what happens in Forza Motorsport. Unless that gas gauge can go down like another 1/4 of an inch. Uh-oh. She's sputtering. I'm out of gas. Dude, I wasn't even close. I'm on lap 31 and ran out of gas. Sounds like a sick puppy. I don't want tires. What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I have no idea what they're doing. I hope they're putting gas in it. That'd be awful. Oh, they didn't put gas in it. I didn't know how to work the selectors in the pit lane. Apparently, I unchecked the get gas button. Okay, now we're going to find out how far I can really go on empty. Hey, you guys are welcome. So if you ever get in a long race and you're worried about fuel economies, let this be your tutorial. Oh, I think she's out of gas now, like legit out of gas. So I couldn't even make it a lap around before I completely ran out of gas. Now, is it going to let me idle all the way back? Or am I just going on a downhill slope? Which is it? All right, let's find out. If I stop the car, can I go forward? No, I can't move at all. I'm done. Ah, well, there you go. Now we know. With that, I gotta take a bio break. I'll be right back. All right, so I wonder if that car that I was using. Let's go back to the garage. Pretty sure, yeah, it's a D1. So it's tapped out, man. There's nothing else I can do to that car. That doesn't kick it to a C class. Okay, actually, the only thing I'm lacking is that ridiculous rear wing. So let me go back and see what wing did you actually put on this thing as a D class. I think that's the only difference. See. Wings West. That's the one I have. Actually, so that means everything in here is exactly the way you have it. All right, what do I do, Nathaniel? I'm stuck.
Not sure.
Well, the only other thing I can do is to turn off TCS, actually. That's the only thing I have left. Which, according to what you were saying earlier, you only picked up a few tenths, right? I think that's the only thing I can do.
I think it ended up being 3/10 in the end, but 3/10 over 35 laps could be pretty significant.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, well, I turned it off. And I think the other thing is I know I have to pit.
I'd say pin around halfway through just so your tires are they never drop all the way to dead at any point in the race.
That's a good point. I noticed in the race, like they didn't wait until they were low on fuel to pit. So you recommend it during the pit stop to take tires and not just try to have a fast pit stop with just fuel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a pit stop around 17 or 18. 17 probably to be fair. All right, I'm gonna try this in a couple laps with no TCS, but if it's too much of a handful, I'm just gonna see what I can do with the pit stop with the traction control on. But I'm gonna try it first without it on. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference in this car, though, really. And this track's not a really high speed track. And I did
In
not.
Forza 2 and
Go ahead.
in Forza 2 and possibly in the rest of the series, there's a school of thought among some of the elite drivers that you shouldn't have traction control on at all if you're on all-wheel drive.
Well, so just for the record, I started this race, and I did not hit the rev limiter on the line. So I can definitely tell the traction control's off though. Like I'm getting a lot more tire slide for sure. Oh, a lot more tire slide. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need tires in this race. Try to let the car like in the middle of the corner just rotate, you know, like off pedal, brake and gas. Yeah, I can't manhandle it, or I shouldn't say that. I can't keep my foot completely mashed to the floor, and coming off, especially the high-speed corners. man, that guy had a really good corner. I'm starting to figure out how to be more forgiving with the throttle to keep it from just roasting the tires. Uh-oh, battle is on for second. Want to break the toe, break the toe. I feel like the rubber banding is pretty real here. That guy's all overreacting, acting like I ran him off the track, which I didn't. I mean, you've got to be flawless. Damn those game developers. All right, I got to remember to pit. I'm just in this game. It's a new thing for me, pitting. So I got to remind myself to keep an eye on the laps. So where I'm getting beat is on the brakes. It's as simple as that. And I'm gonna just throw that out there that I am using ABS, and I'm just gonna throw out there that I'm sure they're probably not. That's the only. I feel like that's the only place right now they're beating me on the racetrack. Because in a straight line, like, I got them. Boy, I botched up that corner. I was able to keep him behind me though. All right, lap 10. Feels like a lot more than that. Just had my best lap, but I gave it all back in turn 1. All right, here's my next question. When you pit, do you suppose like the pit entrance is like well before the last corner or at the last corner? Can you stay on the racetrack until the actual pit entrance and then slide in, or do you have to take the whole pit road entryway? You know what I'm talking about?
You might be able to slide in. The problem with doing that is if you do it wrong, you'll hit the pit wall and break your car.
Oh, for sure. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it's, oh my word, we're 3 wide. Oh, they ran each other off the track. Oh, you love it. Well, one of them got ran off the track anyway. I'll take it. It was the guy that was following me the whole race, so I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. I gave you guys all kinds of space. hooking bumpers together is a real thing with the AI too, because that's exactly what happened to him. They just make up so much ground in the braking zone. It's ridiculous. All right, we're on lap 14, getting closer to pit stop time. So interesting that my cars have no color. My tires have no color at all on the wear, like the temperature, high temperature screen. There's nothing. Should have practiced this pit entry. Like you said, you've only got one shot to get it right. And by the way, and not get run over from behind. That's the other problem I'm going to have, is because I'm leading the race, so I have a high probability of somebody running me over. Or they're coming into pits behind me, you know? Like, all right, pitting this time by. Everybody get the tires ready. I would like some Gatorade and a pack of cigarettes. All right, man. I wish I could throw my hand out the window, like tell them I'm pitting. I don't want them to run me over. This is gonna get ugly. Everybody turn away, don't look. I didn't touch nothing that time. I just let it do its thing. I have no idea what that green arrow is telling me.
It's telling you you're leaving the pit lane.
Okay, so right now I'm in 8th place, and I think only one other car pitted, and it's the guy that's in front of me, I think. The good news is this time I actually got gas and I got tires. Now, if that guy in front of me did pit, he's gone. There's no way I'm going to be able to catch him. I'm quite sure of it. Yeah, all those guys have not pitted. There's for sure. There's no way they pitted and pulled out that much time. I wish it would show you who's pitted, but I'm asking for a lot from a game from 2005. Oh, you know what? We might actually catch these guys because they're on old tires. I never thought about that. I think we are catching them, actually. So that answers my question then. I mean, if we're running down the whole field, that does mean they're on old tires. See if anybody's pitting this time. Actually, I kind of don't want to catch them because then it's going to really mess up my lap times. I might slow down the guy in front of me. That might help me, actually, depending on how many more laps it is before they pit. These guys are going to have better tires than me when they come out of the pits. That's one thing to take note of, I think. All right, so the leader, or the assumed leader after the pit stop or cycle, has caught the end of the field. So now it's a question of, is he able to get by them, or is it going to slow him down? Because positions 1 through 6 still have not made their pit stop. I'm trying to remember last race, how deep into it they pitted. It was not the halfway mark, by the way, Nathaniel. They don't pit on the halfway of the race like I did. It looks like they wait until like they're down to like a quarter a tank or something. Uh-oh, somebody's on pit road. We picked up one spot. Wow, that's amazing. So the supposed leader after the pit stops, he caught up to the end of the field, but he really hasn't gained much more since then. But they're on really old tires too. I don't get it. So tire wear here must not be that bad. I wonder So do you know, Nathaniel, if you don't take tires, is your pit stop faster? Or are you waiting for fuel? Do you know?
You're basically waiting for fuel. I don't know if you can actually turn off tires but still have fuel.
You can. I saw it in the free pit window that popped up. You can turn off one or the other. I'm just wondering if you don't take tires, if it can save you any time or not. All right, so that guy's starting to get through some of this traffic up here. He just passed one of the cars in front of me. We've had, let's see, two more cars pit so far. I'm up to fifth now. Now the guys behind me are on better tires, man. That's the only thing. I think they're just gonna run me down. All right, somebody else is on pit road. So I think there's still two cars yet to pit. All right. Oh, no way. That dude had not pitted yet. So everybody went on pit road, so now we've assumed the lead. How cool is that? All right, so we gotta head down, focus now. We got 10 laps. Drive it like you stole it, man. Oh man, I messed up turn one, something bad. So they're like on 10, maybe 12 laps fresher tires than I am. Something like that. At least we know we're not going to run out of gas this time.
Yeah.
I got news for everybody. Like he's there. He's already in draft. Now I was able to do pretty good staying in front of him at the beginning of the race, but that was on equal tires. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make right now towards the end of the race. Just try to break the toe. That's all I can do, really. He's so much better than me on the brakes. Oh, man. Oh man, that guy's hauling mail. Looks like that guy, did that guy pass him for second? Yes, he did. That was not a good corner. Not a good corner. I tried to drive it in as deep as he did, but it slides too much. barely hanging onto his draft. And I mean barely. So I'm a little bit better through this sector right here. Just a tick though. I drove it in there super deep. He missed turn 1 and still performed better than me through the whole corner. He's just showing off now. Still in draft somehow, magically. Oh no, 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 no. I drove that one in way too deep. My tires feel like jello, but they're not. I'm just overdriving the car. Well, I think we're gonna finish right where we're supposed to. I'll take it. I'll take a podium after a 35 lap race. I definitely think that not taking tires, I don't know. I wonder what tires would have felt like after 35 laps. Have you ever tried it, Nathaniel? Like not taking tires?
I haven't.
And I had no off tracks, no nothing. But no, that's not true. I did have an off track. So okay, in this race, it's not counting off tracks as penalty, only damage penalty. So I didn't have any damage. Okay. Man, that was a lot of work. That's all I know. For a bronze. I definitely don't want to do another race that long. That was brutal. Man, I just raced that one. Oh, you have to do these in order. Okay, fair enough. So now I went from a A-class car now down to a, what am I in, a C? Or a D, I can't remember. Anyway, we're gonna be going a lot slower than we were. I just roasted the tires. I gotta get used to this car again. This is your CRX, by the way, but you're tuning in it. This thing's a little bit more squirrely than the other car I was in. Gotta get used to the braking markers. They're a little bit different. I can't remember if I can take this last corner without tapping the brakes or not in this car. I tried it in the last car. There was no way. Oh yeah, I overcooked that. Somehow I didn't get past. Continue to try to break the toe. Oh boy, she's out of shape. Oh man, overdrove it. That's interesting. So the damage or the chassis diagnostic screen popped up just for a moment and then disappeared all by itself. What's that all about? You ever seen that before?
That's happened when I've accidentally tapped the rev limiter.
Hmm.
It can also happen if you hit a curb hard enough that you bottom out.
Oh, it did it again. It popped up by itself. I didn't touch nothing, and then it disappeared by itself. I wonder if because when when it pops up is like I'm in a 4-wheel drift. Oh boy. All right, I just need to focus on driving and stop looking at all the bells and whistles. Somehow they're losing time to me. I don't know how, because that was an awful lap. Yeah, it's doing it when I'm sliding, like in a 4-wheel slide. So I don't know what it's trying to tell me. Because the TCS light is not going to come on because I got it turned off. It's not that. Get off of there. Uh-oh, there's a battle for second brewing back there. All right, last lap. Old CRX is gonna pull through, man. What's that house? You talking about your Xbox? Got it working? Oh, nice. That's awesome. So you were able to get signed on and everything on Xbox Live? Oh, sweet. Do you want to try to get into a lobby with us? I don't know if what you're up to over there, Nathaniel, but I didn't mean to volunteer you without asking you.
I was actually about to get off.
Oh, okay, no worries. World version, interesting. I don't know if anybody's got a lobby up. The U.S. ROM is busted. No written language. Yeah, I don't know. Well, at least you got it working. That's all matters. Oh, that's right. This thing is just going to roast the rear tires. Actually, sorry, front tires. I got to get used to what I'm driving. Let's see, we're running the full track here, so take a left turn. Not a very good left turn. Wow. Got ran over. Okay, cool. Yeah, Rally Sport 2 I don't have yet. That's a key word there, yet. But I'm definitely getting that game. Well, this Xbox is still stock, so I haven't done anything with it. It's one of the few consoles I haven't modded actually. Let me see here. Multiplayer. All right, I'm going. Do you want to set up a lobby, or do you want me to set it up? Okay, go for it. Let me know when you got it up, and then I'll try to jump in. Let me see how many people are actually on because. All right, you ready to go? All right, let me do a quick match and see if you're the only one that's on. It's going to be a quick search. It'll find you only. The only other thing I know that you have to. Oh. No, it didn't find. Hold on, let me try again. Let me go to Opti Match. Didn't find you. It says there's no games found. Are you aware there's like a NAT setting in your Xbox? Well, there's a compatibility issue, and I've already seen it myself and another guy actually last week. There's a thing called NAT, like, and I don't know what it's something to do with the network configuration. And your Xbox needs to be on NT1, I think is what it's referred to. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I was on NT1, but I didn't have the port forwarded. Yeah, NT1. Let me find, because I'm pretty sure it's in the. in the Forza channel. Somebody like gave the step-by-steps on what to do in here. Give me just a second. All right, so I'm gonna do a reply to a particular post on the Discord, and I'm gonna @ you in the reply. And if you start reading that particular message down, he's gonna. It's super simple, but he's gonna basically say, you know, what you need to do to validate, you know, what your current Xbox setting is. And all right, so I just added you in there. Click on that link up there to that particular comment, and then start reading from there. He mentions, in order to see what NAT you have, what you need to, where you need to go in the Xbox. Let me go back up there. And it says run a connection test. After it finishes, press Y and then press A. Yeah, you have to go through that. And the big thing there is, after you go through that, if you're on NT1, which is the target, you still have to open that port. He's going to mention a port in there also. There's a particular port that you need to forward, because we were having a problem where me and this other guy, we could both play online, but when we were on at the same time, we could never connect to the same server with each other. And that's probably what's happening with you right now. And once we did the port forward and we had NT1 set, we actually tested it the other day. We were both able to get on together. So my gut says that's probably what's going on with you as well. But anyway, it's good to, you know, it's one step, you know, baby steps, right? Like, at least you got it online, and just a matter of what's next. So